Record. Okay, good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining. We've got a great group of independent stylists all around the country on this call, so thank you for being here in person, live, and thank you everyone who's joining in through the week. So happy Monday. It was an awesome weekend, and let's see, we're going to, in today's call, slide switch, please. I might be on the wrong, let's see. I don't know why that slide's not advancing, but let's see here. Sorry about that. From current slide. Give me one moment, and I will advance my slide. But in the meantime, I want to talk about, wait, let me see if I can figure this out. Here we go. Okay, alrighty, woo, love technical stuff. Okay, so today's call, we're going to talk about starting parties with a bang. And you all got the training in the Stylist Weekly. We've got 2 trainings now on having a fun trunk show, and we're going to pay a little bit of attention to your pitch and starting your parties on a great note with a bang, with setting expectations. I'm going to tell you the boot cut pants story, even though Jennifer Mazer Blank was the only one who sent in a picture of her booty cut pants, but you looked amazing. So everybody, oh, Cindy, I think Cindy posted one too. So go ahead and share those. I think everybody's gotten their boot cut pants. They are so awesome. So I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes story. I'm going to give you some company updates, and then we'll talk about ending your parties with a bang. So let's talk about your pitch and starting your parties and how you do it. And let me just say, this call is meant to be interactive, so you can type things in the question box if you have comments or questions. If we don't get to you, that happens, and we'll answer your question either after the call or try to share your comments in another way. So first of all, I wanted to congratulate everybody on awesome parties this weekend, and it's been I'm seeing some new leaders emerging, and I'm really excited about that. And not just leaders. Oh, we just got a question. Does anybody else's screen say it's loading? Let's see. It does say that. It shouldn't. Let me make sure. Let's see if that works. Okay, there we go. All right, thanks Anastasia and Shantae. Okay, so where was I? Oh, okay, yeah, not just emerging leaders, but emerging consistency in team members, and that is so exciting. That tells me a lot. We had, Andrea had her first party on Saturday. Andrea joined Tuesday. Yvette has had, I think, at least 3 or maybe 4 parties already. I'm not sure if they're all closed yet. And really consistent, growing sales. I know Janessa's had, I don't even know how many. Janessa's had a lot of parties, and just really, I'm starting to see a new group of, Amy Manuel, Lisa's having parties. Thank you to everyone. And if I didn't mention your name, I'm noticing you, because I love looking at that party report and the closed parties, and it's really great. And now that you have those parties on the books, it's the time to really be able to capitalize on that and to make your business the best that you possibly can with that time that you're spending on your business. So nice job, everybody. So let's talk about the pitch. That's part of that training. Part of the Have Fun Trunk Show is the introduction and setting the expectations. So we talk about the script, and that the script gives you freedom. And I thought a lot about what that meant. And really, when you have that down, and I think about this when I give pitches to whoever it is, whether it's in an interview, And when let's use that as an example. Like if it's an interview, I think about, and this takes training too. This has been training. So I think about the points that I want to make. What do I want the audience to go away with? And also remember, it's not as much what you say, it's how you say it. So it's that confidence, and it's being that person who the guests, the hostess want to be with and want to admire and think about how they could be with you more. Okay, so in your opening, right? And first, people are coming in and milling in and out, and you want to just, I think Tiff said in her training, you want to say, something about the hostess. Let's say the hostess's name is Heather. So nice to meet you. How do you know Heather? Or look at what a great, look how cute these appetizers are, or something, like really nice things about Heather. And then when you get everybody together, okay, and the presentation is important. Now, sometimes you're going to do open houses. Sometimes you'll do one-on-one showings. That's fine. But when you get the presentation down, you're going to be walking into that room every time you do it, and it's no sweat. It's no stress, because there's going to be things that there's going to be other questions. Each party is going to be different, and that's part of what makes it so fun. But when you have your pitch down and you're not winging it and redoing it every time, you're going to have a lot of freedom to work your business. So when I start the pitch, I want to set the expectation. I want to tell everybody what I want them to know and keep it really simple. So like here's an example. Hi everyone, welcome to Heather's party. Winnie Kat's a new direct selling clothing company with moderately priced clothes. It's made in the United States. What we're going to do today is I'm going to show you how I make money selling clothes. Heather's going to earn free product, and you're all going to have a blast trying on the clothing, and I want you all to try it on. So something like that, where you've got basically you're telling everybody you want them to try on clothes, okay? You're telling everybody that Heather's earning free clothes, so they're thinking about that you brought out the party, the hostessing, and then you mentioned something about how you're making money. So you want everybody in that room to know that that you're making money at the moment. So, and then I might also say, I would let them know, I always, the clipboard is your best friend at the parties, well, among a lot of other things like your hostess, but clipboards may be a little bit down the rung from your hostess, but you want to have on your clipboard, have a customer order form, a lookbook, and a wish list. So it'll be easy for the customer, make it easy and simple. So easy and simple so that you have it down and you tell everybody at the beginning what you've got. And yeah, and Anastasia said too, that's a great idea, adding you'll earn more, she'll earn more. So Heather, when you book parties, because plant that seed, get them planning, right? When you book a party from Heather's party, Heather's going to get more free clothes at your party. And there's lots of other tips on that too. So I even, the one we shared last week, the tip about telling your hostess, okay, Heather, who do you think, I want you to write down 2 women tonight who you think are going to have a party. Don't show me. We're going to look at it at the end of the night, and let's see if they book a party. So keep it fun and keep your hostess engaged. Are there any questions, or anyone who's looking for some tips or some advice, something you need to tweak? Okay, and 6 Weeks to Success is there. It's on the forum. So whenever you're thinking about whatever it is, okay, I have 4 parties on the books for the rest of the month. Okay, so end of October, I got 2 parties a week. I want to X at these parties, and I'm sure it's going to be sell, recruit, and book. So how am I going to do that? So always think about that, and the more practice you have, That's where the system comes in. You know, we all think about these magic systems, and it is magic because it makes things really easy and streamlined. So that's where your system is in your practice and in realizing what works and tweaking what doesn't and what you might need to change. So if you think about, okay, these next 4 parties, look at the parties, look at the dates, or next 6 or 8 parties, I'm going to add 3 people to my team. How am I going to do that? Because you're there, okay? That whatever 3 hours of your time, maybe 4 hours if you figure the hostess coaching and hostess follow-up, how for those 4 hours, because the beauty in this business is that once you really build a team, you're going to be making money in your sleep. You're going to have women all over the country because you're here so early doing what you're doing and building your business, okay? You're going to be building this business together, and so when you have your parties, think about that, okay? This is the foundation you're building, and when you have 200 people under you, 300, 1,000, 5 years from now, you're going to have more than that. If you keep up with this and you stay consistent, okay, that's yours. You're going to have that, okay? So when you have your parties, it's your job to think about how you want your team to do their parties, how you want your team to operate. So that I think helps a lot to think about. Everything's a training moment. Every touch point is a training moment. And then, of course, your pitch should end with, tonight is going to be a blast. We are going to have fun, okay? Set that expectation. All right, so everybody has parties on the books and it has practice. So think about that. Okay, I'm going to tell you the story of the bootcut pants because I want to give you a little bit behind the scenes of how sometimes things work, and they are so, and I can tell you this now because they are so awesome. Okay, so the way I pick things, the way that I design things at Winnie Kat, people ask me who designs, and I work with designers here in Los Angeles, and some of the things are from just like the idea of Winnie Kat is favorite pieces. Timeless favorite pieces that you're going to go to all the time, and we all know, we all have those. I know, Shantae, you're on the call. We talked about that and the favorite pieces. You all have them, those go-to pieces that you may have had. They probably have tons of holes in them because you wear them so much and then you can't find them again, okay? So that's a lot of the idea behind Winnie Kat is having those favorite go-to pieces that you just love, okay? So the bootcut pants were from my box of goodies, and I had a pair of pants that were just, I loved them so much because they basically, and you all probably have the bootcut pants, they feel like sweatpants, right? So I actually had a suit, and these pants were inspired by the pants from the suit, and you might see the jacket coming up one day soon, sooner than later. But so we shared it with our vendor, with our manufacturer, and talked about the design. And the fun thing is that you can kind of tweak things. And they had, the one thing I didn't love was the button, and that was kind of the one part that was a little bit uncomfortable. So for the photo shoot, typically you'll have, sometimes the end product isn't ready yet for the photo shoot, and so we didn't have it yet. And we asked the manufacturer to give us the pants back because they were already starting to make, they were sampling it, and we needed the pants for the photo shoot. And they said, oh, we chopped off a leg. They needed, and we're like, oh. So they needed it for they took it to match the fabric, and they chopped off half of a leg on one of the legs. So that was a giant bummer. They were very apologetic. So the pants that you see in the catalog, those are actually not our boot cut pants. Those are a sample that we made last year of a different boot cut pant. So you do see Jennifer and Tiff in the actual boot cut pants, and and we had to wait a while. The reason why they took a while is because we had to wait for that right fabric, and we held out. And that was a decision that we had to make. Is okay, do we make them from a different fabric? Do we hold out? And I'm so happy with the results. So they came out being even better than that favorite pair, and I think everybody is loving them. So anyway, that's the story. That's the boot cut pants story. And Demetria said, yeah, the fabric is awesome. I know, it's so great. So anyway, everybody enjoy your boot cut pants. All right, so okay, what's new with Winnie and Kat? A little chick launcher follow-up. We are not a finalist, unfortunately, in the chick launcher fast pitch competition. However, that's okay. I have. It was an amazing experience, and I got to. And if you don't know, we're raising money for the company for three main things. One is to hire a sales training manager, which I think is going to really help you all in your businesses. Three things that I think is really going to help everyone with your business. The other thing is an improved online experience, including shopping cart and just making the website look absolutely fantastic. And then the third thing is branding, really having some consistent branding and graphics and photos and that kind of thing. So on that note, I'm starting to talk to people, getting some money. We already had one investor join, so that is really cool. We got one investment already, and so. But I did get, I want to thank everybody too for all those posts on the Chick Launcher Facebook. And if you haven't seen it yet, go to Chick Launcher's Facebook, and the Winnie and Kat entry is amazing. And just everybody was so supportive, not only of Winnie and Kat, but all of the contestants, and I think that really shows a lot. So, but I did make a ton of contacts and have had follow-up meetings and have more follow-up. So it was a really good experience, and I also treated it like I said I would, like a practice party, like that practice kind of a thing. I'd never done that. I'd never pitched like that before, and it was with the other final, and we were a semifinalist out of I think it was 82 companies, and they picked 15 semifinalists. And and the ones who won were tech, mostly tech companies. So that was okay. But anyway, so I just wanted to give you a follow up on that because I know you were all very supportive and interested, and it was really cool. And I'm so super stoked. I met this whole new group of investors, and it's all going to be all good. Okay, so I know that some of you have parties that you haven't entered yet, and I just wanted to talk about that because I think a lot about incentives and what works, and the thing I liked about our incentive in September was that it was fun. It was fun to get to 50,000. That was awesome. It was fun to pay Lisa $500 from the raffle. But the one thing that I don't like about it is I don't want to have to make you guess when you should put in your orders. And so I just wanted to let you know, we're not going to do one this month, but we're just thinking about that different fun things, different incentives that make it exciting. But I don't want to have to make you. You're welcome, Lisa. I don't want to make you have to wonder, should I hold out to place an order? So that's just something, just so you know a little bit of what's going on in my mind. But it looks like we're going to have a few power sellers this month, so that is super awesome. Amy already got to power seller in her first 2 weeks, so that is Tiff said gave herself a raise, so that's super exciting. Okay, so a couple more things, and then we will love and leave you for the week, unless you join us tonight, which would be awesome. Some of you are going to be invited to our Leadership Bootcamp. And the Leadership Bootcamp, now, however you want to work your business, okay, and if you are doing this because you're just having fun and you want to do a few parties here and there, that is awesome, and I totally appreciate you, okay? And if you want to take it to the next level, if you really want to make this happen, if you can compare us to companies like Stella and Dot, where their early stylists who joined in 2005 are making 40 to 60 grand a month. Okay, so I know there's some stylists who see that and who want that. So it's time to step up our training so that we can offer that to you. It's my responsibility to make your experience the best that it can be and to give you the tools to take it beyond. Okay, so if you get an invitation, congratulations. And if you haven't gotten one and you want to do it, here's the thing, and there will be opportunities. You know, this is not just a one-time thing. Okay, we're going to try it out, see how it goes. It'll probably be a quarterly thing. You have to have parties on the books. So the guidelines that we posted are guidelines. The important thing is that you have to have parties on the books, and the reason is because you need to practice this stuff. The boot camp is going to be weekly. It's going to be on Tuesday evenings, same time as the Monday calls, and of course parties always take priority, and they'll be recorded. So if you have a party, never not do your party for a call or a training. But that's the reason why we say 6 to 8 parties. Great, 4 at least, because you need a place to practice this stuff, and you need a place to make it work, and that's how it's going to make it efficient and effective. If you are new and we don't know yet about your plans or your parties, then email us. Let Tiff know. You can email info@winnieandkat.com or Tiff Mulligan at winnieandkat.com. And let us know, because you may have just joined and you might have 4 parties. Maybe you haven't entered them yet in the system or whatever. So if you haven't gotten the invitation, but you feel like this is the place where you belong, then we'd like to talk to you about it and see if it might be the appropriate time for you. And if you have been one of our awesome stylists for since the beginning or since close to the beginning, just if you feel like you need to just reboot, go back to the trainings, reach out to us, and let us help you. Let us help you figure out how to do it, because usually it's just some tweaks in your business. So, alrighty, are there any questions? One more thing, we're starting to plan the retreat. So, yay! And I don't have much more information yet, but just start thinking about it. It'll likely be towards the end of January, and we're figuring out location and what makes sense. Is it is it a different mansion, something that gives a little bit more? We're probably going to need some hotel overflow this year because we're growing. So we're figuring out a good place for that, and a place that that makes sense, and that's fun too, and that's a nice relaxed place for all of us to get together and to learn. So thank you everybody for being on the call. I'm going to leave you with this thought. Think about what people will say about you. Okay, think about what you're giving your customers, your hostesses, and think about how you can be that person that everybody wants to be with, because that's what's going to, not only is that going to help your business, it's going to make you happier. So I just like this. I'd like to think that people are saying this about me, and it's kind of a reminder, like, oh, I was kind of, I don't know, I may not have been that person yesterday, but she was always having fun. She was a fun person, just, simple, to the point, and just a reminder, just have fun. This business is really fun. We're providing fun for the stylists, for us, and for your guests and your hostesses. So reach out to us during the week. Thank you, everybody, for wearing it, sharing it, and working it, and keep on sharing photos with us too, please. Jennifer had, if you look at Jennifer Baser-Blank's Facebook, her post from her party got so much attention. It's really cool, and lots of great posts. lots of really nice positive posts, and you know, I got a really nice Facebook message last night from Janessa telling me about her $1,700 in sales for the week, and love that kind of thing. So keep it coming, and keep working it. Congratulations on all your success, and have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.